All right, Taurus, welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you're doing great today. Let's see where we go for you. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Taurus signs. So feel free to swap around the energies as always. I could be talking to a cross watcher. You're watching here, looking out for your Taurus. Let's see where we're going. We are in some very strong energy with that eclipse still. We have a ton of things going on in Aries, which is the sign right next to yours. And when things go on in signs right next to yours, there is some kind of like look, it's almost like looking at a neighbor that you're kind of like don't like. And you're going to be like, well, how do we work this out? Because you're my neighbor. Okay. So there can be a lot of things coming up for you that you might feel a little miffed by, a little disgruntled by, a little frustrated by. And those things, if you're getting any of those feelings are there to help you work through them. It's not about like being angry externally or even at yourself. This is about you kind of working things through and going, okay, well, that neighbor is kind of bold and kind of dramatic and everything. And I'm much more about like, hey, peace at any cost. The thing is, peace at any cost is probably not a good strategy. Okay. So taking back to this metaphor of the neighbor, that person does have this bold, fiery personality. And can you appreciate anything about what's going on with you that's kind of like ruffling your feathers or kind of like making you a little uncomfortable? Any of those things are forcing you to kind of look at your own boldness, look at your own ability to make things happen in your life and see where you can kind of like learn from that, right? Kind of learn from that. And I don't want you to forget that we have Jupiter conjuncting Uranus in your sign of Taurus. So there is a connection between those things, that this Aries energy that we just had with the eclipse, we have Mercury retrograde in Aries, all kinds of stuff going on in Aries. Jupiter conjuncting Uranus in your sign, 20, 21 degrees right in there. That is going to be a massive call for you to say, how can I take what's going on in my life and really transform it in a way that is going to bring me expansion? So if you're about like getting smaller, this, like, okay, I just want to keep myself to myself. I don't want to have any kind of interaction with all y'all. This is about a little bit about, no, it's about putting you out into the world more. Okay. So let's see where we go. Of course, that's just general because, you each have your own birth chart and there's a lot more nuance to it than that, but that's the general idea. So if that energy comes across, now you know what to do with it. Okay. So psychic underneath, I am getting the new moon here, so I'm going to take that. Protection, psychic protection. Very nice. There's transformation. This is Scorpio energy, but still the Uranian energy is about transformation in kind of a futuristic kind of way. Scorpio transformation is emotional, and Uranus, which rules Aquarius, is more about ideas. So it can be any kind of thinking that you have that's kind of keeping you small, right? That might need to be broken out of. Friendship, I like that. Friendship and time. There's Saturn right there. So we've got some really strong energy. You could, basically you could be like, okay, friends changing into lovers, or those who are not friends turning into friends, those who are friends kind of moving away from each other, kind of falling out. Not in a rough way, I don't think here. But I feel like what's being asked of you, this new moon might have activated some kind of psychic ability of yours, some kind of clairaudient, clairsentient, clairvoyant. If you're part of my Pathfinders group, we talk about that all the time. And know that you have some protection. If this, for some of you, this might be like, okay, I'm no longer in this group of friends. I'm no longer, it's not like you're being ostracized. It's like you just don't care anymore. Like I used to have a fantasy baseball team, rotisserie baseball team, and I loved it. I loved it so much. And so I was very close with all those Facebook friends that we were in the same fantasy league together, and it was fun. And it was a long season, and I really enjoyed, all of the other teams as opposed to just watching my team. And so it was expansive. And then during COVID, I kind of fell away from it because, sports kind of went away for a while. and I never really went back. So I'm not really close with those people anymore. Like, no harm done, no personal bad blood or anything. It's just not aligned with, the energy of what I'm doing now. Nothing bad, nothing good, nothing, wrong, nothing right, nothing like that. It's just not aligned. So you could have that experience of just being like, oh, well, those friends I used to hang out with all the time, like, I don't know, we're just not syncing up in some way. Four of Wands, the Page of Swords, the Empress, the Lovers. There's this Moon again. Wow, Moon, Judgment, and the Seven of Wands. Okay, here's your card. Here's your card of the Hierophant. So I can see here that some of you are in a relationship right now, like a texting relationship. Some of you are talking with somebody daily, and the Moon kind of shook this up. The Moon kind of shook up some relationships for you. I definitely see that with that friendship card. So this person could be turning into more of a commitment, right? Like, you could be having this like lovely, lighthearted relationship, texting relationship with somebody. And then because of the eclipse that we just had in Aries, and all of this other energy, Mercury retrograde in Aries and Chiron being there and everything like that, I feel like over time, Saturn, you've actually put in the work and created true intimacy with someone. So different than like maybe how it used to be for you coming in the door of sexual attraction or something like that. Now it's coming through the door of friendship, and like legit friendship, very close, intimate friends. And when I say the word intimacy, I mean being vulnerable with somebody, showing somebody who you are, telling somebody some things about you that might require you to be very open and vulnerable. And maybe you haven't been that way for a long time. Maybe there's some kind of healing that's needed, and that's been taking place, which is super nice. So let's see where we're going. Sorry if there's noise going on around me. There's some work going on in the house. Six of Swords, the World, the Queen of Swords, Five of Swords, Three of Cups, Ace of Wands. Oh, yeah. Ten of Cups, King of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. Okay, wow. This is the end of a cycle of a long-term relationship, the end of a cycle. And there's something here about it being very, I don't know, Five of Swords. Okay, we'll just talk about Five of Swords for a second. This card is about winners and losers. This card is a very old paradigm about relationships based on ego, based on the kind of physical plane, relationships based on money or safety or anything like that. And I feel like there's some kind of shift that you have undergone that is like you're falling out of sync with those kinds of relationships. It's not a thing anymore for you. So it really is changing your perspective on what you want in the world. Queen of Swords, kind of seeing things more clearly. Whoops, come here, you. The World and the Queen of Swords, definitely seeing things more clearly. I feel like this has been happening for a long time. Six of Swords, like we're moving in this direction. And Three of Cups, I'm going to get clarity on this. I don't really feel like this is a traditional, you're going to laugh at this, a traditional third party. I really don't feel like that. I feel like this is, somebody who's like legit friend. And you may feel that your traditional relationship is less intimate than this friendship. Okay, even though there's no sex or anything, it's not about that. This is about truly showing your heart and being available and open to someone. I do feel like the idea comes across that person's mind that I think I'd like to have you in a love relationship with me, right? This Ten of Cups, I feel like this person might have said that. You might have pushed them away a little bit though, because, you know, you have this, you have a primary love relationship, but I feel like this person, I am getting quite strongly here. You might be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, quite strongly that this has kind of run its course. I feel like this person has taken up some kind of Five of Swords activity around, like, why are you being friends with this other person? Why can't, you know, you're not allowed to do that? Very traditional. This is very traditional. You might even feel that way about you, and you might be cutting people out or being afraid that that's not appropriate or something like that. And I get the feeling that somehow this other person doesn't appreciate you. Not really. You're not aligned anymore. And it's not, no, like, no harm, no foul. But I am going to clarify that Five of Swords, because I do feel like somebody, you're falling out with somebody. Okay. You're falling out of a relationship with somebody here. This, what is this Five of Swords? And this is over the next 3 months. The Three of Cups right there in the timing position. Eight of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Knight of Cups, and the King of Cups. This is somebody that maybe you're raising children with, somebody you might be married to. Okay, long-term relationship. And I just feel like you might try to rekindle love with them, love, sex, all that stuff. And I don't think it happens because out of sync, super out of sync. So why is time here? This, the time card. Why is that time card here? It's like time's up. Nine of Cups, Four of Cups, Strength. Oh yeah. Magician. Time's up. It's interesting. It's almost like someone has outlived the runway of the relationship. Someone has stuck around. You both might have stuck around way longer than the time you actually had. And I keep getting that story from my mother when she was passing away, was telling me that, you know, they come for you and you can say no, but then one time you can't say no. And I feel like that's, you know, we have these runway periods leading up to relationship and leading out of relationship. And there is an actual expiration date on certain relationships because your destiny is to shift into something else. And this person, their destiny is to shift into something else. And so it's kind of like this man-made idea we have around till death do us part. We have this kind of construct. I wonder, because this is death here, this transformation card, I wonder if that means the death of the contract. And you're protected through this. I feel like you're kind of, if we go back to that neighbor, you're kind of learning from someone who's being assertive. What that person is doing is showing you a way to craft a new path for yourself. And there is somebody who is going to be coming with you. Okay. In terms of a romantic relationship, transforming from friends. Yep. All right, Taurus, let's go deeper into this in the extended. If you want to continue on with me, I'll talk about what you might not see coming and then how to work with this energy. And let's see how it plays out. Link is below. I'll see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.